Well, hello Stampers. So if you guys see that little red live button up there, that means you guys have caught me in real time. Woohoo! That means you can interact with me and comment and all the good things. Okay, so that means it is 6 p.m. here in Arizona time as well as Pacific. That's going to be changing here in just like a week or so for the Pacific time people. That means 7 o'clock Mountain Time, 8 o'clock Eastern or Central, and 9 o'clock Eastern. Yes. Ooh, so why is this bringing me up? Hello, Patty. Hello, Kathleen. Welcome. Thank you guys for popping in and watching. So I have kind of a little sneak peek that I am going to share with you guys if you want to see it. If not, I will let you know when I'm going to show you the box of goodies that came for me today. I was hoping that UPS would show up. Hello, Melanie. I was hoping that UPS would show up today in time because they had said Stampin' Up! Told me that it was on its way. So I was hoping that it would come so we could let you guys, so I could let you guys see what is in my on stage at home box that I purchased. I purchased the swag box with my on stage. So I have all the goodies in this box sitting here. So when I flip you guys around, I will let you know when I'm going to show the box stuff. So if there's any demonstrators watching and you want to be surprised and wait for yours to show up, if you haven't gotten yours yet, then I will let you guys know so you can close your eyes during that time. Because I don't want to spoiler alert it for anybody who doesn't want to see anything. So I will let you guys know that. Why is it looking like my face is so close up on I'm watching myself live over here, but it is like showing me up close, like so, like you guys are just like zoomed in on my face. I don't know if it's really working that way, but that's just what it's showing me on my iPad. So I don't know. We'll just, I guess, roll with it and hope that you guys can see everything. So it is October 25th today. I cannot believe that this year is going by so stinking fast. Hello, Melanie. And that we are just, you know, a month away from Thanksgiving and then 2 months away from Christmas. So that's what I've been doing this weekend. I worked all day at our local VFW. Hello, Vicky. Thank you. I worked all day Saturday, or not all day. I didn't go in until 2 o'clock, but I worked at the local VFW here. I'm a bartender there. I help during event days. So they asked me if I could help because they are super busy. They work, the normal bartenders that work weekly. Hello, Miss Frida. Rainy Oregon. I hope you are not by any big trees and all that kind of stuff, because I do know that trees like to, with all the rain that you guys are getting and all the wind that you guys are getting right now, I am praying for the safety of everyone, where no trees are going to be coming down on anybody's homes or cars and all that stuff. Hello, Arliss. You are only a portrait. Yeah, that's what it's doing on mine. I don't understand. And I didn't do anything different. That's what it's showing on mine as well. So we will hope that when I flip the camera around that it's not, I know I'm like super zoomed up on my iPad. Maybe if I sit back a little bit, you guys don't have to look at all my wrinkles. Oh good, no big trees around you. I know, wish we had a little bit rain. I know, right? I know they're saying that tomorrow here in Tucson, Arizona, we might get a couple of sprinkles tomorrow morning because we are supposed to be going into a cold front. Woo, I'll take it. I know some of you guys who live, you know, in the colder areas, you're just not liking the cold right now, but here it has been pretty much probably what your summers are like right now in fall. I do miss all the beautiful colors of fall. We don't get that down here. Cactuses bloom, but they don't change to those beautiful fall colors, unfortunately. So yeah, so I worked on Saturday. There was a wedding event over at the VFW, so I volunteered to go in and help them out for a little bit. It was a beautiful wedding. They had a beautiful backdrop of the Sarita Mountains back behind them, and they had some old-fashioned cars parked behind where they had their ceremony. So it was a beautiful wedding, and nobody was rowdy. It was just really calm, and there was probably about 100 people there. So we were busy, but it was really kind of cool. It's kind of neat to watch the different traditions of people's weddings and the way that they do celebrate and stuff. So yeah, we had a really good time. What was I going to say? What do we have coming up? Oh, that's what I wanted to let you guys know. So we have new catalogs that are going to be rolling out, I believe in the end of December. You guys should start getting your catalogs. But if you want to be on my mailing selector, those of you that have been my customers within the last 6 months, I will automatically send you guys out new catalogs. You guys are already in my mailing selector, so that starts in November. My mailing selector does, and then I will close out the mailing selector at the last of the month of November, and then they will start mailing them out to you guys in the month of December for your new JJ. So I call it the JJ mini catalog, which is the January to June mini catalog. And then there's also a new celebrations coming out in January as well. So I think it runs from, maybe it doesn't start in January. I have to find out the perfect dates for you guys, but there is another celebrations coming up at the beginning of the year. So I will keep you guys all posted on that. So that should be fun. I can't wait to see. I already got a couple of the sneaky peeky things that we were allowed to get. I will show you the one that will be available to you guys that will be coming out in the new catalog. I have a brochure on it, so you guys can start ordering that product November 2nd. That will be available for you guys to order. So, yeah, lots of fun stuff coming up. So you get all your Christmas cards sent out, and then boom, here comes the new catalog, and you can see new spring things that Stampin' Up has decided to, preview for us. So yeah, what else did I do this weekend? I don't think I did a whole heck of a lot besides I worked all day Saturday, or not all day, but we were there pretty late in the night because people are just having a good time. So what does this say? Hello, Lois. So yeah, that's kind of what was going on. And I know yesterday, Sunday, I spent the day kind of like cyber shopping for Christmas stuff, and then asking my son, what he wanted for Christmas, kind of getting ideas of, because I can't believe it is like right around the corner. I only have a couple of gifts purchased. So I'm like, okay, we need to find out what is like the deal for Christmas this year. I was talking to my mom about, what are we doing for Thanksgiving this year? Are we going to be, doing it in her new house, or are we, all getting together here? How is this going? And so they have some, they ran into some problems once their house got built. So they have someone who is kind of high ranked up there, who is coming and marking everything that is not up to par on a brand new home that just got built, that should not be looking like kids put it together. So they have somebody coming in, a professional, and they're supposed to be fixing all the things that were marked and documented. So they're saying that they should be able to get everything in the home by hopefully Thanksgiving, and we can do Thanksgiving in the new home. Woohoo! That would be so nice. Oh, it's gorgeous. It is so nice to have that fresh smell of paint, and they don't have carpet. So they have brand new wood flooring put down. It's like the not vinyl, but I don't know what the stuff's called, but it is just gorgeous, and it's huge. And you know, we can't wait to, you know, have other holidays in there. If we can't have Thanksgiving in their house this Thanksgiving, then we will definitely have Christmas in the new home. So all right, you guys, I'm going to get you guys spun around here, and I'm going to show you guys a couple of things that are going on right now. I'm going to set the on stage at home box aside, and I will let you guys know when I'm going to show this to, you know, the ones of you who want to see the goodies that just showed up in here. So let me get you guys flipped around. So close your eyes, anybody who gets sick, because I don't want, there's no throwing up and stamping up, or in stamping. So I'm going to get you guys flipped around here. So I keep thinking I need to get my kids over to the pumpkin patch, but I'm still leery about going out and taking, especially my daughter out to the craziness that's out there. Hello, Cheryl. You know, there's still, you know, the sickness going on that's out there, and I really don't need my daughter to get anything like that, but you know, it is what it is. I guess we already had it, so they're saying that we already have an immunity built up to it, but I don't know. Don't want to take my chances. Let's just put it that way. All right, so we have, this is the paper pumpkin going on through November 10th. You can subscribe to this now. It is it opened up on October 11th, and it goes through November 10th, which is my birthday, by the way. Happy birthday to me. I will be, should I say it? Do I dare? I will be 45 this year. So this box includes 9 oversized treat boxes with coordinating food safe bags. So it's kind of cute. I think I had said before that I think I might do some popcorn, and then maybe do a little bit of the marshmallow goo stuff that you stick the popcorn together, and then maybe do some of these candy canes and crush them up and mix that in with the gooiness. That might be kind of fun. So that is still available. The link is here on this post. Okay, this is that sneaky peeky one that you guys get to get ahead of time, but it will be in the January-June catalog. It is early release collection exclusively to you guys starting November 2nd. It is absolutely beautiful. I don't have it here to show. My mom has it at her house. I will get it from her this week. So next Monday, when I do my live, I will have it here in person to show you all the beautifulness. The only thing that was not available, and it is now, and I'm going to put it on my next order, but it will not be here by next Monday. But I will order these gems and have those probably the following Monday to show it to you guys. But it is a beautiful stamp set and the dies. Now, just to let you know, these things, like the gems and the cotton paper and this specialty designer series paper, is only while supplies last. This bundle with the dies, so you have this beautiful border, you have 2 beautiful borders, and then you have a sentiment piece. And then this right here, these are frames. This is a border. Borders are absolutely gorgeous. I love working with borders. The stamp set and the dies will go into the JJ Mini catalog, but these things are only as supplies last. Okay, so just to let you know that. Or you can order the whole bundle at one, or the whole collection. It's called a suite as well, if you'll hear me say a suite. This is a collection suite here. You would just type in this order number right here, and then you don't have to do each item individually. Okay, so just know that. This bundle here, I do have the graphic on all of my blog posts. You will see this. You can click right on it, and I believe it'll bring up this flyer for you, so you can see it a little bit more up close as well. And then, like I said, when I get the bundle, I will show it to you guys live here in person. All right, then we have just a couple of more of those little kits that I have showed you. There's the tags kit. This is called Love Santa Tag Kit. And then this is the Whimsy Christmas Card Kit. So it's kind of fun that you can just order these kits. They're kind of an all-in-one, kind of like your paper pumpkin, but each one of these will come with its own block. So with paper pumpkin, when you start your subscription, you will get a paper pumpkin little clear acrylic block to use, and this is to be used with all your next boxes that you will get. These come each with these because they don't know which boxes or which kits you're gonna buy. So each kit will start, each one of these kits will come with one of these clear acrylics. So it's kind of nice if you buy more than one, you will start getting these kind of a little collection of those acrylic blocks. Okay, so to find these, you will just go to my store, which you can get there by doing the Danny Garola at stampinup.net. That will take you kind of to my web page, and then you can go over and scroll down and hit that shop button, and it'll take you right into my store. This is my current host code right here. This current host code is where if you have a total purchase that is under $150, please put this in there. That is what helps me bring you guys these free videos. It's what helps me bring all the giveaways that I have. Speaking of giveaways, I will be doing that YouTube giveaway. I think I'm going to do a brand new stamp set that I'm going to do as a giveaway. I've been telling you guys all along that once I hit 50 subscribers on YouTube that I would do a giveaway. So I have hit and gone over my 50 subscribers. So I am going to do a giveaway. Now how I'm going to do that is I'm going to come on later this week, and I am going to do a video, and I will also post it over on YouTube, which I put all these videos on YouTube. So if you're on YouTube, please hit that like and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up on there. If you're watching from Facebook, also like, comment, share. That's how you enter my card drawings that I do every week. So over on YouTube, I will come on later in the week and I will do a exclusive YouTube video to do the giveaway. I will give you guys through the 1st of November to go over there and leave a comment on that video. You will see it up there. It will be a Facebook, I think it's going to be a Facebook Live. I'm not quite certain how I'm going to do it, but you just watch my YouTube page. You'll see the giveaway pop up on there, and just comment on that video, and that puts you in the drawing for the stamp set. And let me show you the stamp set that I have decided to give away. Now, I have decided to do the Darling Donkeys, this giveaway for my 50 subscribers on YouTube. So it is a brand new set. It is unmounted. It is our cling stamp set. So it's the red rubber, and you have your little pieces that you would have to stick on this to make it clingy. All right. So I'm going to set that aside to make sure that note is put on there. So I will get that video posted up on YouTube, and then you guys can go over and comment on it and enter to be in the drawing for that. Okay, like I said, so the host code, if you would like to purchase anything that I show you today, it will be over on my blog, so you can go over there and see. It'll link you directly to the items that I used into the cards that I make today. If you would like to purchase any of the things on here with these kits, you would just simply go into my store. Like I said, you can get there by using dannygarola.stampinup.net or the link that is attached to right here on this blog or on this post. And then you would just type in kits, and it will take you right into our Stampin' Up! Kits, and you can get those. The Paper Pumpkin, there's also a link at the bottom of this post for to subscribe to Paper Pumpkin. And don't forget, the Eden's Garden collection does not start until November 2nd. So if your order is under $150, use this host code. If your order is over $150, do not use my host code. Stampin' Up! Is going to give you some rewards. I want you to have those, okay? So that is there. My blog is stampinthepinkbarn.blogspot.com. That's where you're going to find the dimensions, all the ingredients. It'll take you right into my store. It'll show you the Paper Pumpkin. It will show you the flyer for the Eden's Garden. It also shows you these kits. So it's all over on my blog. This host code is also on my blog as well. When you're on my blog, you can subscribe to my newsletter. That's where twice a month, unless there's a special event going on, twice a month I will send out newsletters to your email. So that is that. All right, let's go ahead and get into our first card. And I will do our weekly giveaway towards the end of this, so it gives everybody enough time to pop in here. So the first card, I am going to be doing a Scrappy card. So if you've not seen the Scrappy technique, I cannot wait to share it with you because it is so stinking easy, and it can be done with, you know, just plain paper, any colors of your choice, any cardstock that you prefer color choices with, or you can do it with any designer series paper. So what you want to do is, I am coming in with the card base of the Petal Pink. This is one of our polished pink. This is one of our in colors for this year. This is 8.5 by 5.5, and I just folded it right in half for my card. We are going to do this the landscape style. I need a piece of basic white. This is 5 by 3 3/4. Now that is going to be my focal piece that I need. Then I'm using the gorgeous, this is the Expressions in Ink designer series paper, and it is just gorgeous. Now it is a specialty paper because it has that gold foiling throughout it. Let me find my sampler here. I normally take these out ahead of time, but I didn't, but there it is. Good thing I had it close. So I'm using this piece right here that has that gold foiling through it. I will show you another one that I made that I used this one over here that's got the greens and the pinks and that, what is that? Pale Papaya also in that as well. Super gorgeous. It has the gold foiling in it also. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make sure, I just told you the dimensions of this. This is 3 3/4 by 5. So what you're going to want is a piece that is bigger than this piece. Now, my piece is only 4, so it's only 1/4 of an inch wider than the piece that I have here. Okay, now lengthwise, I think this is 5.5. Yes, so it is only 5.5. So you just want it to be just a skosh bigger. You can make it as big of scraps as you want, but it just has to at least be 1/2 to 1/4 bigger than your piece that you have. So what you're going to do with this, set your base off to the side, and you're just going to take, like I said, if you want to use different color scraps that you have, grab a bunch of different scraps that all coordinate together color-wise, and then you can start cutting them the same way that I'm going to cut this one. So I'm just going to kind of come in and just turn these kind of wonky. That one was a little too small, but I'm just going to kind of crooked them, just kind of turn this a little bit, Okay, so see how I have that first piece? I'm just gonna set that there. Then the next one I'm gonna go this way with. Okay, the next one I'm just gonna go, you know, turn it just a hair. And I'm keeping these in order, which you don't have to, but if you have a pattern that kind of runs, you know, in a sequence, you might want to keep it running the same way. This one doesn't technically have to because of the design that is on it. So no rhyme or reason how I'm cutting these up. I'm just turning this back and forth, just giving myself different sized pieces. This one we're just going to cut it kind of right there at an angle, just like that. Okay, and those are my end pieces. Hello, Rhea. All right, so let's grab this piece out here. So the most important thing to know is on your very first piece, you have to stick it right against this line. So, well, I mean, I guess you don't have to, but I don't want a border showing. I don't want this white showing around the outside. So I'm going to make sure I cover up my sides. So I'm just going to take some glue down the center of this. Now I'm going to be staggering these like up and down. So whatever I do is I want to make sure I'm going to pop that right up against the edge there. And I just have just a little piece of it hanging off of the back. Do you see that? Oh, I have crumbs on here. Just a little piece hanging over. Now I will cut these hangover pieces off of there when I am done. But I took that right up against the edge of my white piece. Now this next one, I'm going to kind of go the other way. So I'm going to kind of bring it further down this way, where there's only a little bit of hangover at the top. And I'm leaving about a 1/16 inch in between both papers, both pieces of paper there. Now I've seen this done with lots of Christmas colored paper, like the paper that we have right, let me grab a Christmas themed one. There it is. This paper is gorgeous to do this with. Even if you use the different kinds of paper and cut them all in these little strips and add them to it, it is just gorgeous. I think the other one that is called, oops, sorry, that was loud. Ooh, there's like a frog in my throat and I can't get it out. Oh, there we go. Sorry, you guys. This paper is absolutely stunning as well to do that in this same pattern. So you'll see it when I'm done here. So there's really no rhyme or reason, or really no kind of right or wrong way to put these on here, just as long as you have them hanging off both sides so you can cut those extra pieces off. The most important part is to make sure that this piece is lined straight up to that. Unless you want to make a bigger piece that you want to cut down, like your white piece. If you want to make this white piece a lot bigger and then make bigger strips, then you can do that and then just cut all your sides off to make them straight edges on the sides. But I wasn't going to go to all that work. I figured I would just cut it to where I wanted it, and that worked for me. Because I knew what size I wanted my white piece to be on my cardstock. Now, if you were making a bunch of these cards, you might want to cut your pieces a wee bit bigger than what I did mine, so it's not as time consuming, but I think it's gorgeous either way. You can have thinner strips or you can have much wider strips. So am I, okay, so I need to move over here. Is that what you're telling me? I need to move over here. Can you see a little bit better if I did that? I have no idea what the heck Facebook is doing. I know a couple of our other demonstrators went exclusively to doing YouTube videos because of the fact that YouTube's stuff that has changed has really screwed everybody up. I think I might have grabbed from the wrong side. I think that's why that one doesn't look as matched up there. So did that just kind of straighten me out a little bit? Can you guys see? Now that I'm kind of okay, now this piece is going to hang off the end a little bit because it is bigger than what I have left here. Okay, so again, not a big deal because I'm just going to take my snips and I'm just going to cut that off. But I got glue everywhere. I should have had a piece of scrap laying underneath here. So these are just my extras, and I can hang on to these and do another card with those. That's why I said as long as you have it a little bit longer than your piece, you'll be fine because you are putting those little white, about an 1/8, 1/16 of an inch little white strips in the between there. You're letting those still be seen, so your pieces are going to be kind of staggered out further. So let me just make sure those are all stuck, and then I will cut. Much better. I can see your project now. So Vicky, is it doing it to you too? Is it showing me like super zoomed in? And what kind of devices are you guys on? Because I know I'm watching myself from my iPad and it is showing me super zoomed up. But then there was a few of you that said that you can see it just fine. So I'm curious to know if it is us who are watching through iPads or on tablets or anything like that, because I am recording on my iPhone. Lois, you're on your laptop and it looks zoomed in. Okay, and Vicky, you're on an iPad and it's looking zoomed in also, right? And Patty, you're watching from your phone. Okay, so see, I'm just cutting this back down to my original size here. So I'm just following my white cardstock. And then I need to grab a little strip of white. Now I'm having a major hot flash. Just saying. Oh my goodness. Oh, whew. I did tell you guys my age, so that lets you know that, man, anything that just starts getting me all flustered, ugh, I just start sweating to death. And in good old Tucson, Arizona, it doesn't take much. All right. So what we need to do now is turn this fan away from me because we are going to do a little bit of embossing, and that always makes things 10 times warmer. So I'm going to grab my Versamark. Let me cut this strip down. So I just need a strip. I am going to do a piece that is about a ½ inch. The width of my stamp here is... looks like it's about 3 1/4. So this piece here is at about a 4 1/4. But I'm going to cut this down, but just to let you know the width of that. And what else I was going to do, which I totally got flustered and it didn't work. I was going to cut this down also and put this in some of the sections of this just to break some of this pink up. But such is life. It'll still look good. I promise. Okay, so I am using Versamark and the Saying from our Artistically Ink. I love these big, bold words that come in this, but I'm using the happy birthday right here. And then when I'm done with this card, I will try to show you guys the on-stage stuff. Hopefully you guys will be able to see it because the box is ginormica. Okay, so I just Versamarked that, and now I'm going to move this stuff out of the way so we don't have any accidents. And I'm going to grab my gold embossing folder since we have that beautiful gold leafing in there. Yeah, now I can kind of understand why some of our demonstrators have gone to YouTube. They had some serious issues with Facebook, and I haven't had any problems. I mean, everything has always been running so well for me until now because I have not changed any settings on my phone. I have not changed any settings on Facebook. So I have no clue what is going on. I haven't zoomed in on anything. So I just did some gold embossing powder over that Versamark. And we're going to watch this start melting here. Because it's like magic. Okay, just like that. All right, so what I'm going to do with this piece is this I'm going to put directly onto my card base. I have to remember where my positioning is so I don't lose you guys. Okay, so I'm just leaving a nice big thick border around the outside of this. Well, guess what, Vicky? I'm supposed to do a demonstration for our November team party. So I better get the situation figured out and find out what is going on here. Because there's no way in heck I'm going to be able to do that never-ending card in just this little section. I'm going to have stuff laying everywhere. Okay, so what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to cut it kind of close to the edge over here. Just like that. And then on this side, I'm going to just kind of go at a slant. Just like that. And then this is going to go right up against the edge here. So very sweet, simple, but I didn't want to add a whole bunch of stuff because then that kind of takes away from this gorgeous paper that is our focal point. That's what we want to see. So let me get some dimensionals out because we're just going to pop this up. So I'm going to take 3 dimensionals. And I'm sure it's probably something that I've done and I'm just unaware that I even did it. I know my phone and iPad and stuff all just had that new iOS update. So I don't know if that is a thing. I don't know. So I have some searching and figuring some things out to be doing. All right, so now I need an inside to this card. So I'm just going to do, I'm going to do it the same size as that. So I'm going to leave that extra border around my inside as well. So I'm going to do a 5 by 3 3/4. And then I'm going to take a strip of that pink and I'm going to run it down so I'm going to take about a 1/2 inch of this pink and cut it at 3 3/4, or no, 5. Because I'm going to put that along the bottom of that card there on the inside. So let's see if where'd my stamp set go? I think I'm going to do the best wishes on the inside. And I'm going to do that in the polished pink. Just like that. And then I'm going to run this strip along the bottom here. I suppose you probably could have done the inside in the gold also. Kind of like what we did with the sentiment on the outside. That would have tied everything together nicely, but I'm so flustered at the moment, I can't even think straight. Which I just need to let it go. Let it go. Let it go. As you can tell, my throat is kind of froggy-ish. I can't sing anyways, but hey. Boy, let me tell you, I think we can all sing when we're in our car by ourselves, right? We're the greatest singers ever. Nothing like getting on the road and just having, you know, a good old sing fest with yourself. That's what I liked when my kids were younger. They never criticized my singing when they were littler, but now they're like, "Mom, stop singing." I'm like, okay. Or they always do that thing to me where they're like, "Mom, who sings a song?" And then if I know who it is, I'll tell them, and they're like, well, just let them keep singing it because you don't do it very well. I'm like, okay, I'll do that. All right, so there is our first card. Let me show you guys the other one that I did as well. I used that other paper that had the gold foiling in it. And then I did that same little happy birthday. But this, I used the, what is this called? Garden Green is what I used on the outside of this. And I just did that same size white paper underneath it, the 3 3/4 by 5. And just cut my, these strips I did a little bit more narrower. But how fun is that? Super fun. Just cut, no, you know, no rhyme or reason how you're cutting. Just turn that paper back and forth and just make it work, you know? As long as they're a little bit bigger, you just cut off the excess and they are so stunning. So I wanted to do the pink because I haven't done a pink card in quite a while. And you guys know how I feel about pink. So that is the polished pink that there. So, okay. Let me get to the next card. I have to keep that there so I make sure I keep my placement so I don't lose you guys. Let me clean up. Okay, so I told you guys that I was going to show you the on-stage box. So if you do not have this box and you are a demonstrator also and you ordered this swag box along with your on-stage registration, you might want to turn away because I don't want to spoil it for anybody because there is some awesomeness in this box. And if you want to be surprised, then don't let me ruin it for you. So I am going to bring this box up now, so shut your eyes. All right, so can you guys see this at all? Or am I completely out of frame with you guys? Maybe I'm going to cover my tag. All right, so this is a huge box. Not sure if you can see the whole thing because of what is going on with my phone right now. But I'm going to open this box, so close your eyes if you don't want to see what's in it. Let me move the box, though. Let me just show you that it is a beautiful box. It's all nice and pretty. Of course, it came from Stampin' Up, so why wouldn't it be pretty? Because everything that they do is pretty. So it's this big, huge box. See, I can't even fit it over my whole desk. I'm gonna knock everything over. All right, and then I will start taking the things out and showing you. So it comes with this really pretty letter from Sarah Douglas. And then, oh my goodness, you guys, look at this bag. Oh, isn't that so cool? Oh, I love it. So this is called our On Stage 2021 bag. So it is this neat, like, burlap. It even smells like that burlap sack. I love it. And it is lined in the inside, so things will not come falling out of there. It is like a tote bag. So the one side says Stampin' Up, established in 1988. And then you have the beautiful bee that says Inspire, Create, and Share on the other side. So pretty cool. And then kind of these leatherish straps. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then we got these are shareable pens. So they're just like shirt pens. You've got the On Stage at Home. I got like a pair of rubber boots and then a sailboat over here. So these, if you know anybody else that are in your area and they did I gotta put my hair up because I am really warm. Whew. If they did the On Stage swag box as well, you guys can kind of mix and match these pins up, or just, you know, if they have one that you like better and you have one that they like better, then you can just swap them around or whatnot. So that's what those are. I wear an apron to my, I just purchased some aprons. So these, I'm going to put, maybe I might share that with somebody else, but this one I'm definitely going to put on my apron that I wear to my in live classes. Then we got a box of pencils, which they're already pre-sharpened. Beautiful colors with those floral prints on them. So those are awesome because I'm always like writing dimensions and stuff down. So I love having pencils sitting here because if I mess up, I can erase it. Or if I'm marking something on a piece of paper to do my templates, I love to have pencils sitting around. Then we have this really thick, let me open this up. This is an on-stage tablet. And I love the way this is angled up here. I just think that's so cool. Oops, am I in frame or did I lose you guys? So yeah, this kind of has this little angle to it. And it is kind of our very vanilla colored paper. Gorgeous. A lot comes on this as well. It's so cute. This is great for taking notes for our on-stage event. Then we got this pack of grid paper. It is with that same print on it. Let me just open this. It has got that same print on it as the box has. So this is a big, long piece here. And so you use this for measuring up cards, or you can use this for your scrap paper as well. So you don't mess up your stamping area. And then we have a stamp set that came in here as well. Okay, so that is my swag box. So cool. It's the first time I've ever done that. This being my first full year with Stampin' Up. When I did Stampin' Up back in 2015 through 2017, I never did it as a business. I just did it as a discount shopper, we call it. And then I knew when I wanted to start up again, I was going to run a business with it. So this is the first time I'm doing all the things with the business. All right, so let's get on to the next card. So now you guys can open your eyes and come back and watch me. Okay, so this one, I am using that bundle called the Merriest Moments. This is one of those hybrid sets. So Stampin' Up! Just came out with these hybrid sets, which is where you do the die cutting, the stamping, and the embossing. This set is amazing. So let me show you. You have all these dies here, which this big border die right here will cut out this whole area. Oh, I have it backwards. It's going to cut out this whole area right here of the floral print and this inside. Then if you want to get even more intricate with it, you have this piece right here that will cut out all the little flowers around it. And I'm going to be showing you that because we're going to be cutting this whole piece out. And then you can cut your little sentiment piece out because this is probably going to be white or something that's lighter colored than your piece right here that's going to be on your background. So I'm going to show you how this works. So let me get some of this stuff put away so I don't wind up screwing anything up by losing my dies, because that would not be fun. All right, so I am going to be grabbing the silver. This is from that silver foil pack that is by the Peaceful Cat, or no, it's not. It is by, I don't even remember what page it's on, but we have silver foil, and there's like 3 different colors of the silver foil. There's like your traditional silver, then you have kind of this brushed silver, and then this one actually has kind of a stripedy line on it, and it almost has like a purplish tint to it. Okay. then, oh, you guys probably couldn't see all this, right? Ugh. So here is the embossing folder. Here is part of the dies. And then here is the stamp set with the more intricate dies right here. I keep forgetting that things are not flipping like they should be. Okay. So let's bring in the big boss, and I'm gonna hope that you guys can see this because it's kind of the whole point of why I chose to do this, and that would really stink if you guys couldn't see what is going on. All right, so we're gonna take this piece here and we are going to emboss it, or actually no, I'm gonna cut out the big frame first. Okay, so I'm gonna lay this on here and cut this piece out. Now this piece that I have here is, it is a 5.5 by 4 1/4. So I'm just gonna lay this piece on here and cut that out. Just like that. Try to get it all on there. Okay. Oops, sorry. Didn't mean to shake you guys. All right, so there's our piece. Now what we're going to do is get our... Now you guys might have an easier way of doing this, but this is just what I found worked easiest for me. So let me take all this off because we need the 3D piece. Okay, so now I'm going to take this and set it right. I'm going to line it up with my florally pieces here. Just like that. And then I'm going to watch my borders and make sure it's lined up. And it looks like I need to move it this way just a skosh. Okay, just like that. I'm going to lay that on there, and then now I'm going to emboss it. Just like that. Now watch with these 3D embossing. Look at how beautiful that is. But wait, there's more. So let me bring this back over here. And then I'm going to grab the more intricate one. Now that I can see where this is going to line up. And then I'm going to cut these out. So now that I embossed that, this is going to sit perfectly in this piece that I just ran through the embossing folder, because now all those little bumps that are raised are going to fit in all these little holes, so it doesn't move around once you get it angled up on there. So I'm going to set that down and make sure it's still not moving. And then I'm going to cut that out. Okay, so let me get this out of the way now. And bring this over here so you guys can see. Now when I pull that out, you're going to have some pieces that are stuck in there, and that's okay. And then I'm going to take this piece right here, and I'm going to cut that out of a piece of white, because I want to be able to stamp in that center piece. So I've already done that because I knew this card was going to take a little bit longer. So there's my white piece. All right, so let's get this. You're going to have to pull kind of some of those out, some of those little pieces that kind of like to stick in there. this is a very intricate piece here. Isn't that stunning? I guess there's a few more little pieces that got stuck. Okay, just like that. All right, can you guys see that? All right, let me get all these pieces off of here. Okay, and then now my card base that I used is I came in with Blackberry Bliss. So you can buy this whole bundle here with the stamps, both of those die pieces, and this framed Merriest Frames hybrid. It comes together in all one bundle. So just know that when you buy the bundle, you're gonna get the, that's the only way to get the embossing folder included. Okay, so let's fold this in half. So we're gonna do this as a landscape card as well. I didn't even realize that I did a couple of landscape cards. Okay, so just like that. This is gonna now just lay flush on that color. I love those rich colors together. Then our little piece is gonna go here, but we gotta do some stamping on that. So I am going to bring my pieces out that we're going to stamp on. And then I have another version of this card that I want to show you guys also. So I'm using both of the leaves from the stamp. I'm using this big leaf and the medium leaf. And then I'm using the small, like, poinsettia flower and the big poinsettia flower. Let me get this out of the way here. Okay, so what we're going to do with these is I am going to stamp these leaves in Evening Evergreen. So I need, I think it was 2 of the big ones. Just like that. And I'm going to do them away from each other where I know that I can wind up having enough space to be able to die cut those. Okay. And then this one we're going to stamp on here when I do my sentiment. So I'm going to wait on that one. Then I need the Blackberry Bliss, and I'm going to stamp some flowers. So the big flower I'm going to do on this one. Just like that, and then I'm going to die cut that out. And then I'm going to die cut the 2 Evening Evergreen leaves. So when I die cut that, I'm going to get that flower there. Then I need 2 of these smaller ones. So I'm going to do that one. And that one. So then when I die cut those out, I have those 2 there. And then here are my 2 leaves that I already die cut. And then I need this out for my sentiment. So I'm going to use the sentiment. Did I not already mount it? I guess I didn't. I'm going to use the sentiment, thinking of you this festive season. I'm going to do that in the Blackberry Bliss. I think it's time to refill this pad. And I'm doing it towards the upper part of this little tag here. Okay. And then I'm going to use this smaller leaf because we die cut the two bigger ones. And then I'm going to take this and I'm just going to ink it up and decide how I want it. And then I'm just going to stamp that right down on the bottom here. Just like that. Okay. And then we will put this together. So, actually, you know what? I'm not. I'm going to do this card landscape, or I mean portrait, because I stamped this going this way. So this is going to go on here. So let me get my dimensionals out. For some reason, I thought I was going to do it the other way, but nope. Okay, now this is going to go right on the middle of this, but I'm going to turn this way. I think I like it better like that. Or, nope, you know what, I do like it this way. Especially the way that I'm going to position those flowers on there. Okay, I'm going to put that right in the middle. Just like that. And then this is going to go on here like that. So you're just going to get a pop of that silvery. And then this little flower here is going to go right on where that leaf is going to be sticking out of the side of it. So I'm going to take my dimensional and I'm just going to place my dimensional kind of right up beside that leaf there. And then when I go to position this, I want to make sure that my leaf or my petals are not going to cover any of my words, any of my lettering. So I'm just going to go like that. And then now I'm going to adhere this straight to my card. Now I'm not going to put any glue on any of my leaves. I want those to just kind of feather up how they are. So I will just apply the glue to the center little sentiment piece. And then when I adhere this down, these can still kind of loosely pop up and kind of look like that 3D look. Okay, just like that. And now with these leaves, I'm going to come in right underneath here. And there, I'm not going to pop them up. I'm just going to put a little glue dot on the back of that and then slide it underneath. Am I still in frame? I'm going to put a glue dot on the back of this and then slide that underneath there and then push down. So then it's adhering to the actual silver piece and not anything else that's popped up. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing with this one. I'm going to come in like this. So that makes those leaves look a little bit different because now, since they're opposite of each other, you have kind of those veins going off the sideways. And then with this, two flowers that we have left here, oops. With the two flowers that we have left, I'm going to put a glue dot in the center of this one, the smaller one, and then I'm going to attach it to the middle of the big one. Just like that. Okay, and then that's going to go down with a dimensional. So I'm going to put my dimensional kind of right here on the corner and then pull that piece off. And then this now will set right like that. Isn't that gorgeous? But wait, we're not done. We have some blingies to put on this. Now I wasn't quite sure what blings that I wanted to use because we don't have any rich razzleberry, and because this silver back here is not like a traditional silver, it kind of has a purplish hue to it. I didn't know if the rhinestones would make it look a little too, I don't know, I kind of like them, but then I thought maybe these, but I didn't look and see if we still sell these. So I guess I better look really quick to make sure we even still sell those, so I'm not showing you something that is, ooh, we do. Okay, so they're right here. They are the Pastel Pearls, and they're only $6.50 for all these pearls. And these pearls are, you have like a bluish tint. I'm assuming that's kind of like a balmy blue. And then you've got like the pink down here. You've got the dark purple here, a light, more pastel purple, and then the pinks. So the purple we could do, and it would be totally gorgeous. Or we could do, I was thinking the lighter purple is what I was thinking. So that's what I'm going to use. Okay, so I'm just going to put one right in the middle of that flower. One in the middle of this flower. Oh, beautiful, right? Isn't that gorgeous? Oops, I have a runaway one here. The pink is jealous and wants to go on my card. Did you see that? It was trying to come off of there. And then I'm going to take this one and I'm just going to apply it maybe right up over here. There we go. Isn't that stunning? What a beautiful card, right? All right, so let's finish the inside of this card, because we have to make it to our third card. Okay, so now we need this back out here. We need the green back out here. And then we need a card base. So I'm going to do just a typical white card base at 4 by 5 1/4. So that leaves 1/4 inch on the inside as a border. And let's see, what could we use in the inside that says, thinking of you this festive season? Should we do season's greetings? A joyful Christmas to you and yours. That's kind of pretty, because see how this thinking has this font to it? It actually looks really good with this. Okay, so I'm going to use that. A joyful Christmas to you and yours. Oops, that's not it. Here it is. So let's clean this off really quick. Put it away so I can get this other one on here. Yeah, isn't that pretty? Oh, I just love it. Okay, so I'm going to come in with Blackberry Bliss. Stamp this right in the center. Okay, just like that. And then I'm going to take the little flower, or actually I'm going to use the big flower because I like the way it looks a little bit better. And I'm just going to stamp it right over here in this bottom corner. And I'm not sure if I want to do the green, but I think I will. I'm going to do an evening evergreen. I'm going to use the smaller of the two leaves. And just kind of run that up off like that. And this one down this way. just like that. Okay. Oh my goodness, did you guys see what I did? You guys were probably screaming at me, huh? You're doing it the wrong way, lady. Jeez Louise. Okay, let's try this again. Who taught this lady to stamp? Okay, there we go. And then the big flower. There we go. And then now we can put, after I throw my card on the floor, now we can put glue over what I boo-booed on. There's no we and I. Okay. And there's no I and we. Okay, just like that. Now, if you wanted to, you could put another little one of those pearls on there. And, but on the insides of cards, I don't like to add any dimension to the inside just because it sometimes gets wonky, especially if you're putting it through the mail. If you're not mailing it and you're just hand delivering it to somebody, then you can absolutely put your, you know, little blings on the inside also. So let me get this out of the way. Now I would probably do, if I did, when I do the envelope for this, I know we're running out of time because I've took up so much time trying to figure out this whole technical difficulty business that I don't want to take up any more time by messing with envelopes, but I would do that same exact pattern on the outside of the envelope as well. So just so you know that if you win these cards, they will come with the beautiful matching envelopes also. Okay, so there is that one. I think it is absolutely stunning. And then here is the other one that I did using some of our new fresh freesia and some of the basic gray. I didn't add the bling to this yet, but I'm going to go ahead and probably use those same little purple pearls on there. Or with this, it might actually look really pretty with the rhinestones on that. That's what I'm going to do. I'll put rhinestones on that one. But I just wanted to show you the two variations of that because I think it is absolutely stunning. And this set is amazing. Okay, so now let's move to card number 3. And I am truly sorry about the positioning of this video. I hope it doesn't make any of you guys too sick. And there's a first for everything, right? You have to always have one slammer for it. Okay, so with this last card, I am using the Cherry Cobbler. And why is my thing frozen up here? Ugh. I am using Cherry Cobbler. And we are going to do some scoring on this. This piece here is 8.5 by 5.5. And we're going to do some scoring, like I said. So we are going to score at 2. So grab the score blade, the gray one, 2 and 3 1/8. So a good thing to have is to print something like this off. You can just Google it. So then you can watch when you're doing your, you know, like your 16ths because then you have your 1/8. So you have 1/16, 2/16, 3/16, 4/16, 5/16. So that's when you see it like skipping numbers. This is still a 16th, but it is considered the 1/8 mark. So know that your little tiny one is a 16th, then you have your 1/8, and then you have your quarter, and then a 3/8, okay? So print one of these off if you're measurement challenged like I am. And I just keep this attached right up here at the top so I can see where everything is, because let me just tell you, sometimes my brain just doesn't want to work. Okay, so we're going to go to the 3 1/8, which is that second line. So it would be considered actually 2/16. Okay, so we're going to do that. Then we're going to scoot this over and we're going to go to 5 3/8. Okay, and then we're going to do 6 1/2. So this is where I need to open up this arm, and hopefully you guys can still see what I'm doing here. And we're going to do 6 1/2. Okay. So we have it at 2, 3 1/8, 5 3/8, and 6 1/2. So with this, you're going to fold the 2 center lines in and then your big one out. Oops, wait a minute. I lied to you. They're going to go back. So you're going to see your one big wide centerpiece here. Fold your 2 pieces here back. You'll see what I'm talking about in just a minute. And then your 2 outside wings are going to go back. So fold those in on themselves, like you're looking at the back of the card, because then when you flip this over, that is how it is going to angle. You're going to have this middle piece be your pop-up piece. But when you lay this flat, that will fit in a regular envelope. Okay? So that's going to pop up a little bit. Then you're going to need, I am using that piece, the DSP from Tidings of Christmas. This is the one that I just showed you that I said would look really good on that stripey card. Right here. So this is Tidings of Christmas. I love the color combination in this, and we're going to actually use quite a few of these colors. Okay, so we need 2 pieces cut at, these are 1 3/4 by 5 1/4. They're going to lay on our outside panels. Then we need our center piece right here. I am doing this. This is 2 by 5 1/4. It's going to go right there. Okay. Then what I did is I took my, my go-to here, my Stitch So Sweetly, and I grabbed the biggest stitched rectangle, and I cut that out of basic white. So I have that right here. And then we're going to do the stamping on this. But let's go ahead and get some of these pieces adhered. So that's going to go just like that. Okay, and then this one, I'm just going to flip this over so I can get this put on here. Hello, Anna, and hello, Marlene. Okay, and that's going to go just like that. Okay, so then that's going to pop up, and then you're going to see those 2 side pieces, and then we're going to adhere this one right in the center. So I'm just going to lay this flat just so I can make sure I get my margins correct in here. Simple, cute little fun fold card, because all you're doing is just using a regular half sheet of your cardstock and just putting a couple fold lines in it and then letting that kind of just pop on its own. Okay, so I'm going to set my card base off to the side and I'm going to bring this little piece back in. Okay, so I am using the Delivering Cheer stamp set, and I need to get, what did I do with that? Okay, here it is. Okay, I need to get this big block here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the lady's bottom half, like her skirt part, and I'm going to grab my Memento ink, and then I'm going to grab another little scrap of that DSP, and I'm going to stamp this skirt right on to this designer series paper, because I just want the design of her skirt, and then I'm going to fussy cut that out because I want her skirt to look like it's kind of a pattern piece. Okay, so I'm going to stamp just right down here. I got it on my thing. I thought I made sure I didn't go too far down. Okay, so I'm just going to fussy cut this out. But first, I'm going to stamp her legs on my piece here. I'm going to stand up so I can see what I'm doing. And I'm going to bring her toes almost down to the stitched line there. Just like that, because we still want to see the bottom of her legs. And then while I have this here, I'm going to go ahead and stamp the top part of her also. And I'm going to use the Presents the little gift packages here. I'm going to use those. Stand up again so I can see what I'm doing. And there's a dark line here. You kind of want to, and then there's like two little divots on the side of this skirt. That's where her hands are going to sit. Okay, whoops, just like that. And that lines up perfect on this rectangle where the bottom of her feet touch this, or barely touch this, and then the top of the bow like barely touches that dotted line also. Then what I wanted to grab was my crumb cake, because since we have some of that crumb cake color on some of this paper, and you also have one of these thin lines that is also in crumb cake. And there is this little squiggly mark right here that looks like the ground, because we don't want her floating in the air because that's just not realistic. So I'm just going to take this little squiggly line, kind of just put it below her feet, so it looks like she's actually walking on ground and not floating. Just like that. Just enough to make it look like there's something underneath her feet. Okay, so that's all I needed with that. Then we need to fussy cut her skirt. So when you go to fussy cut the skirt, make sure you go towards the outside of your black mark, because you're going to line this up on your stamped image that we just put on that white rectangle. And this is a really, really easy piece to fussy cut. So I know if you're anything like me, you don't like fussy cutting. It's not the funnest part of stamping, but I will have you know that it is pretty easy to do on this paper. Because there's really not much to these skirts. There's just a couple of little pleats. Okay, just like that. And then that is going to get glued directly down on that piece. And then it looks like she has a perfect little patterned skirt that then matches our paper and our colors. Okay, so I'm going to line that up on those black marks there. And I will tell you that I told myself last night that I needed to color her legs first before I put her skirt down, but you can still color her legs. And I grabbed the wrong color. I needed this. This is ivory. I grabbed crumb cake, so we're just gonna kind of pretend that I didn't do that because I did make another one of these. So okay, so there's her legs, and here is her arms. So this is the ivory Stampin' Blend. It is great for skin tones. Don't grab crumb cake like I just did. Unless you want it to look like she's wearing pantyhose, then you could do that. Then I'm gonna grab the dark cherry cobbler. Oh, and then that happened. I've never had that happen before. Oops. Well, only grab the lid off. What is going on here? Oh, there we go. Okay. Well, I must have put it on there too tight last night. Okay, and I'm going to take the dark cherry cobbler and I'm going to color in her shoes. Guess it's time to get another one of those. And then I'm going to... Okay, leave that. And then I'm going to grab some soft succulent. So this is my soft succulent, and dark, you have the light and the dark. So I'm going to use the dark to just do a little bit of shadowing on some of these gift boxes. I'm going to turn this other light on so I can see. Ah, look, there is light. Okay, so I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to do it again up here on this one. Just do a little bit of shadowing. And then the lid up here. Okay, and then I'm going to take the light and come in here and just kind of blend that dark and light together for some shadowing of that box. Okay, just like that. And then I'm going to grab the dark again, and I'm just going to darken, I'm just going to make this lid dark. Just like that. I cut a very, very thin strip. I think this is like 1/8 of an inch. Yep, it's 1/8 of an inch strip that I need of my gold foiling. And then I'm going to need the cherry cobbler and the light cherry cobbler. And I'm going to do... I got to buy a new pen. Because this one is shut. But it's going to have to work for now. I must have over-tightened it last night when I put it away. Okay, I'm going to do a little bit of shadowing on this package with the red. Okay. I'm surprised that pen's even working because it's alcohol, and if it touches air, it doesn't like working all too greatly. And then I'm going to take the light cherry cobbler and just kind of blend some of that dark shadowing in. Like that. Then I'm going to grab this is crumb cake, and we have the mango melody, light and dark. So I'm trying to do this quick. I have another one over here that, so you guys don't have to sit here and watch me do all this coloring. And then a little bit of dark up here. Okay. And then that is just going to blend those out a little bit. All right, and then I need to use the crumb cake. Oh, and then I'm going to do all light on this piece here. And then I missed that soft succulent on that piece. Okay, then this little piece, this little strip right here, I'm just gonna cut, I'm gonna lay it on here and see how far I need it, and then just cut that off and see if that's going to work. Okay, that's a little bit longer than what I needed, so I just kind of put my fingernail on there and kind of mark where I need it cut. Then run just a little strip of glue across this piece. Try not to over glue it, but ugh. Okay, just like that. Now let me wipe this off because I got it all over my hands. All right, now I'm going to take this piece and I'm just going to stick it right over that little white piece there. Okay, and then I'm going to cut one more strip for right down here. And then lay that on there. Because normally our Christmas packages normally have some gold in them, or silver, or some kind of foiling, right? When you do your packages, your strips of, what's it called? This is not wanting to stick down, so I'm going to put just a little bit more glue over here. There we go. Ribbon, that's what it's called, your gold ribbon on your packages to make them nice and shiny under your tree. Okay, there is that. So this is just going to get adhered straight to, hello Jamie. This is just going to go right to the front here. So I'm just going to apply just a little bit of glue right down the center. Just like that, and then center this on the front of this card. Just like that. And see how that just folds up nicely, and then it can just stand just like that on somebody's, you know, bookshelf or desk or whatever. And then if you take another strip of white, basic white, and that needs to be at 2 inches. This would be 2 by 5 1/4. You can do your sentiment and your, you know, if you want to write on the back of this card, you can write in this section here. Or even put a sentiment on the back of here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little strip of paper and keep that like that. And then maybe use this sending warm hugs and stamp, oops, see I'm messing myself up here. Maybe do that actually in cherry cobbler. Okay, just like that. And then put this piece kind of just sticking out over the side like this. You could put it here. I was actually thinking of, because as long as it doesn't stick past the card, I think you'll be okay. You can actually fussy cut this also, but I already fussy cut the skirt. I'm not going as far as fussy cutting this also. So, okay, that'll work perfect. And I'm just lining it up with this side over here. But then it's not covering any of my picture over here. So then it's still just enough of a sentiment that you can do your writing on this side and not have to put a sentiment over there to, you know, block anything, because it's not a big part to write in, but that at least gives you a little strip to be able to write your, you know, whatever you want to write to your recipient in. And then I think we need a couple of red rhinestones on this. Made this beautiful Blackberry Bliss. It is a kind of a fun fold with this little center, and it says, "Wishing you every happiness this special day will bring." Let me get some of this stuff out of the way. Okay, and then we have that, I like to call this the Northern Lights card. So there's the envelope with that, and that one's got the matching paper with that envelope. There's the Northern Lights. That one is, "Your kindness makes the world a more beautiful place to be in. Wishing you the best." Then we've got this Resisting, it's the ink resist with the matching envelope here, and it says, "Thanks, friend. Just wanted to send some happy thoughts your way." And the winner gets to choose one of these beautiful cards, and that is for commenting and for liking the video. That is for Lorian Taylor. So Miss Lorian Taylor, can you please send me a message of which one of these cards you want sent to you? Okay. And then so that's Miss Lorian Taylor. Let me bring in the cards for this week. So we've got that one there. That is that pop-up. Then we've got this beautiful rich razzleberry. I just love the color of that. And then we've got the happy birthday. We said on this one, thinking of you this festive season, a joyful Christmas to you and yours. Sending love this Christmas cheer, and then a happy birthday. So we can kind of spice it up a little bit. Hopefully that's in frame for you guys. Can you see the bottom one? There we go. I haven't gotten this set yet. Still on the fence about it. Are you talking about this set right here? The Delivering Cheer? You know, I contemplated with that set. Lois, is that the one you're talking about? I'm pretty sure that was the last one we did, so I'm pretty sure that's what you were talking about. I was on the fence also until I saw so many different ways to use this. Actually, I've been looking at a couple and I haven't done it yet, but this piece right here, I've seen so many cute fall cards with it, made with it. And then they've done some birthday cards, so they've changed this where it's not Christmassy looking and made birthday looking cards. This one, clearly it's a tree, but I've seen like the one that we made a while back. I don't even know where it's at actually, but I put those same little red rhinestones that I used on this, and I put little red rhinestones on here so it made it look a little bit more Christmassy, but you could do any color on that. I mean, just imagine, what if you did this like in Easter colors and then did like a pink skirt? Yes, the sentiments are more for Christmas, but it doesn't have to be just for that. I love her little like warmers that go on the legs of this one right here. They're like, what do they call those? Something warmers. Leg warmers. Ha! Go figure. So yeah, once you kind of start looking around on Pinterest, you're going to see a lot of opportunity that this set you would love. So I know I've been seeing a lot of different ones. Absolutely. Yes. Yeah. It's kind of overwhelming, but then you're like, okay, well, since I can use it for so many different occasions, then it makes it worth it, because that's how I am. As long as I can use it for different occasions and I'm not just stuck using it for one holiday, that's when I'm sold, because I like versatility. I like making my stamps, you know, go as far as possible. And that's why kind of with this set here, when I made the pink card, I gotta find where I put it. But when I made that pink card, oh, there it is, or not pink, it's purple. I thought, you know what, if I changed this up and didn't have it do the holidays, I could do a birthday card. I could do a sympathy card. You know, again, it's one of those sets that I'm sure these are probably meant to be poinsettias, but they can be any kind of flower you turn them into. It, you know, it's your card. You make it what you want it to be. So, all right, you guys, thank you so much for sticking with me, even though our technical difficulties are going to make my OCD just go insane, because I can't stand things being crooked and upside down and every which way. And I will get to the bottom of it, and I hope that by next week's video, and actually by Thursday's video, when I do my alternatives to my paper pumpkin, the paper pumpkin that I'm going to be doing on Thursday is the Peaceful Christmas, and I've got some cute projects to show you guys for this. Just FYI, one is kind of doing this technique, so that's just a little spoiler alert. But these are our cards. So next week, next Monday, I will do our winner for, you will get to pick one of these cards that we made, or I might just throw out an extra one. I know I keep saying that, and I just need to do it because now that I have more viewers and I have more of you liking and throwing those thumbs up for me, I think I could start giving away more cards because I have a plethora of them over here that I need to start just giving them away to people. All right, you guys, thank you so much for sticking with me. Have yourselves a great week, and hopefully I will see you guys back here on Thursday for the Paper Pumpkin Alternatives at 6 p.m. All right, you guys, have a great week. I'll rewatch and see the first ones. I missed it. Okay, absolutely, Anna. All right, you guys, have a good week. Bye.